was like, holy cow, Bambi.
How about,
Did he leave his skate guards on?
You got to be kidding me. Like two other three guys that played in the
I know you got more money than
yeah, I was gonna say.
like,
is it hockey? So we were playing here.
welcome back to episode 10, fellas. Appreciate you guys jumping on.
Right on.
Here we go.
Where's your clicker?
What are we clicking?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Can't
Didn't
fly
he
on
spend
one.
money
Yeah, like,
on it? Like,
you know,
you
like-
gotta use it.
Eh?
You know, we're trying to do better here, but
Blowing the budget. Here you are snapping your
We're
hands
trying
instead
to be
of using the
professional
clicker.
here, and come
Okay?
on.
That's just wrong.
you got to do more with less.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And sometimes less is more.
Big weekend, sure.
Oh,
This past weekend, you clinched.
yeah.
Clinched second place for the first round.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's
You
a
know,
good job. Good job on that.
It's been a long year, ups and downs, but you know I'm glad to be here. The boys.
Long year. You had a 6-week vacation.
Yeah, man.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
6 weeks vacation.
Paid vacation too, man.
Starting with the team that set it off.
It's gonna be a fun one. That's
Won't
for
do
sure.
that again, will they? Eh?
Well,
You never know.
we'll see. We'll see.
Stranger things have happened
Yes, they have.
in the NA3. And
Did
the
you
NA.
see the thing on Instagram the other day about the kid shot the puck in the corner
No.
on the empty net? Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but like he would take a slap shot into the net and then swiveled and shot it in the corner.
oh, right on.
Yeah, it started the same thing.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. It was last night, I think.
Was
I
it
didn't see it.
what level?
If it was my guess, I don't know, but I'm going to say Minnesota High School because that's probably where it happened. But shout out to that wonderful state.
Mike McCreary, where you at?
Yeah, where are you at today, Michael?
He's watching this. You know he is.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh, for sure.
He's dialed in. He's taking notes and
Yeah.
going to critique
Yeah.
us to himself.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Mike McCreary is our general manager. He's out of Minnesota, Blaine, Minnesota, in that area. But if we lose, I usually get a text message
Oh,
of some sort.
he wouldn't even talk to me on Saturday night. I called him 3 times. He wouldn't even answer.
He texted me back.
Well, yeah.
Well, after you lost?
No, that was Friday.
Yeah, see. Yeah, I'm talking.
And then if we get a win, he just sends me W. I love it.
Yeah, you know, he called me on Friday night when I was in the emergency room with Sherry. He called me at like 2 a.m. and was talking about the season. So
you can be in 2 places at one time, man. That's fantastic.
I try.
Well, shoot, he's just getting off vacation. He's got lots of energy.
I got all the energy.
Just running back and forth. Hey, back to the hotel, curfew check. Back to the
Back
hotel,
to the hotel.
back to the hospital.
know,
Make sure everybody's okay.
Not even an Uber either.
No.
No.
But big weekend. Lost the first one Friday. Saturday, Sunday, you finished it off, clinched. But man, what a battle to the end.
Yeah,
as
I mean
far
the
as
whole
standings.
division. I mean, there was 8 scenarios that I put together, and 5 of them we matched up against the Roadrunners in the first round. 1 was the Brahmas, and 2 was Louisiana, and you know Louisiana won, and Brahmas won, and we got the Drillers. So
Yeah, it's I would have never guessed it would play out the way it did as far as how tight it was,
yeah,
and then just the way the teams, with the Brahmas losing on Friday, that a little bit of a cushion for you.
yeah, that helped.
Little ease there, but you managed to seal the deal, and we got games Thursday at 7:00, Friday at noon, and Saturday, if necessary, at 2:30.
Yep.
So
And they're free.
they're free.
So come on out. Let's be loud.
Yeah, absolutely free, loud. Yeah, free.
Wow.
Yeah,
Are you going to come?
I'm coming on Friday. And then hopefully we don't have to come Saturday, but
Yeah, that
I
would be
had
nice. I would like to not have to.
plans. We are going to see Michael Winslow
Oh,
on Thursday. I might be here for
Part of
the
it.
3rd period.
that's fair.
Did you hear that one comedian that got walked off stage? Basically, he was just so intoxicated.
Pardon me?
Speaking about comedians,
When?
Yeah. What
Is that here in
weekend.
town?
No, on the the guy that's he's in all the Adam Sandler movies. He's in I don't know what his name is, but it's all over the social media. He was just obliviated, and he couldn't even comprehend what he was doing. They just said, you're done, dude.
Wow. Well, they had a hypnotist there this weekend, and we didn't go. And then my whole thing was to go to see Michael on Thursday night, and then so you guys are at 7:15.
7,
7:15.
15.
7.
We can make it
We're gonna
7:20
go
if you
7.
want.
We're gonna go 7:06.
The over and under on 7-12. I'm going with the over.
I'll take the
Put
under.
some extra air in that Rhino. So yeah, I will be here for sure. I'll be here if I just know that. In fact, tonight I didn't know they were in town either. But whose line is it anyway?
Really?
You ever seen that TV
Yeah,
show?
yeah.
Yeah, they do a live performance here tonight.
Really?
Yeah,
At
I
the
didn't
Common
know.
Strip on Airways?
No, that one is at the Plaza on downtown, and Brownie and his wife were supposed to go, and I don't know. One of their children are sick, and Brownie got a tooth pulled yesterday, and I don't know.
Sounds like a bunch
we
of
might
excuses
we might
to
end
me.
up going to that.
Yeah, just another hockey player with excuses.
There's no such thing.
So, Roadrunners matchup. Tell me about it.
Roadrunners.
I'm sorry. Louisiana
Hey,
Drillers.
let's talk a little bit about the Drillers.
Little Drillers. Let's talk about
Hey,
them.
they might have one of the best names in sports.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not saying the best team, I'm just saying name. Drillers.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about it, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, you go to the corner, I want to drill you.
Yeah.
You know, like, I like it.
That's
It's not bad. You know, I like Rhinos.
It's like
better.
making whoopee.
Rhinos are pretty
Yeah,
cool.
they're making whoopee. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
right.
good one.
Right?
But so, beat them during the regular season.
Yeah, we beat them
Here.
3 times here. Lost in a shootout there. Lost in regulation there, and then beat them in a shootout. Had a little incident on the Saturday night game. Hence my
What
vacation.
happened?
We'll just briefly touch on it.
A lot of disrespect coming our direction, and it was handled in a way that maybe
And
wasn't.
Uncle Alec had enough, dude.
And
That's
I
enough
had enough.
said. I get
had
it.
enough, and it is what it is.
Right on.
You live and you learn. So I
Won't happen again.
Won't happen again. When I
Went to
played,
Bahamas for 6 weeks.
when I played, I was a fan favorite in Louisiana for the Cajun Catahoulas. They hated me, so it was only right for them to hate me in Driller Country. So
Hey,
Times have changed. Obviously, it's a different game to a lot of degrees, and
Yeah.
that's just whatever it is. What it is. And then 2 weeks later, or whatever. Not even.
I think the length of it was absolutely.
Yeah, that's debatable for sure. Especially with what goes on, the NA. Shortly after that, the guy does pretty much the same thing and only gets a handful of games.
Yeah, but he's a coward. So let's move on from him.
Let's keep going on.
So it's gonna be a matchup.
Yeah, it should be good.
It
You know,
should be good. I mean, they're good. They have their home ice is their rink is tiny. The neutral zone is small, so they definitely have a real advantage there. But playing on a bigger sheet of ice here, I think if we play our game,
anything's possible in the playoffs, as we all know. And
Absolutely.
they've France has done a good job, and Alex Domas, the assistant coach there, he's a great kid. I like Alex a lot. Just a good kid, hard worker, does a lot for the program and the youth there. So I talked to him briefly yesterday. So they're coming in tomorrow, and in preparation for the weekend.
Best of 3, regardless you be anywhere else, they make me nervous.
Oh yeah,
And I'm not a nervous person. I'm a prepared person. I know you are.
yeah, no, absolutely.
But it makes
So
you
am I.
nervous because it.
So,
Yeah, but I only saw you coach one game and he prepared for you. And
I'm,
then
I'm batting 1,000.
Then you
just throwing that out
executed
there.
the
What's your
preparation. Then
record?
you
Yeah.
prepared.
What's your win percentage, man? I'm 1,000.
Anyway,
See?
Exactly.
Crickets, fellas.
Oh,
You got nothing.
I got
Batting
nothing.
1,000.
Okay,
Just
well,
throwing
let's dig into this here then.
Mine's
So-
about 700. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm 1,000.
Career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
1,000 career here too.
What's your? What about? But you gotta have a minimum of 2
it's-
games.
Well, then I guess I'm not on the chart yet.
Yeah.
So I guess I can't really say anything.
I just know how well our head coach,
No, I
Alex
was
Sherman,
prepared.
prepared
There's no doubt
the
about it.
interim
Yeah.
that what, and being prepared. He was so prepared because he was rested.
yeah.
His
Vacation.
airline ticket. We sat there. Had a spritzer. On his way to the game on the airplane.
No, I bust there. Or no, I flew.
Come on.
I flew. Did I fly there?
No,
I bust there.
He did
I bust there.
and he flew home.
Yeah, I flew home.
He didn't want to hang out for the
He
weekend.
didn't bust there.
Yeah, I did. Absolutely. 100%.
Okay, now you might. Okay, where's the rubber boots? You got rubber boots for everybody? It's
Ask
getting
him,
a little deep around
did
here.
I not bust there?
He did bust there.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, dude, what are you trying?
did. I swear
no,
to God.
100%. Joe Coombs.
No.
100%.
Okay.
You
moving
even
on.
asked me.
And it's
Dude,
really
I
funny.
was
like 11 hours.
Dude, I talked.
No, he did bust, and he was texting me from across the aisle of the bus.
Well, because we couldn't really chat. The text
Yeah.
was not made for other ears. That's fair.
Yeah.
And then you brought his luggage home. He couldn't even.
And then
carry
I
his
brought
luggage.
his luggage.
Well, yeah,
home.
man. Like, I didn't want to
Yeah,
carry it.
that's what win
Why-
gets you. That's what
why-
one get you.
but hey, I left
one win gets you.
When you're batting 1,000,
hey,
bud,
you
you
got
can
my
kind of
luggage,
just
bro. I'm good. I got to run.
write your own ticket when you're batting 1,000, fellas.
I mean, I left his suitcase on my desk, so he did have to come down to my office.
Yeah,
to
which
get
I was
it.
a little
Oh,
upset
so
about.
you didn't bring it up to
I
him?
didn't bring
You
it
didn't
up
put
to
it
him.
in his trunk?
No.
I was a little upset over that. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
you know, the way things are going, I could totally understand that.
Well, there's
I mean,
19
right off the
steps
bus
that you got to climb. I don't know if
That's
you
a
guys knew
lot
that
of
or not. Then there's 19 to go down.
And a right turn.
Yeah,
And a left.
one.
Oh, boy.
Couple days. There's a little maze there.
That's a little bit of maze.
It's a lot to ask.
And then when you open the office door, it's pretty warm in there. You know what I mean? So you're warm getting
Yeah,
up the stairs.
speaking
There's a
of,
stretch where you're cold.
warm where in my office or your office?
Mine's pretty warm right now.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
so-
It's amazing how the upper half of the world live, eh?
Yeah, because
They have
my
heat,
office is
air
really
conditioning.
cold right now, and in the summer,
Hey.
it is. If I'm not
It's
sitting
summer.
in my boxers, I'm gonna melt in there.
Well, that's, it's called. I can't
You know
What
what?
is
We
it- what is
have
it called?
we
What
have
is it called?
we have air conditioning. Like this morning it was a little warm in there. We just opened the door and you guys were out there skating around,
See?
creating
Yeah.
a bit of a
Absolutely.
breeze.
It
and
doesn't
just-
work for.
Wow.
You're too deep.
I'm too deep in
Yeah.
there.
You need to get a fan to blow it when it comes in. You know what I mean?
Oh, trust me.
To get the
there's
hard
fans
left.
in there,
Hey.
It doesn't work.
No, the fan.
You guys can
You
come
know what?
sit
We
up
need a GoFundMe page.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Get 1,000, fellas, and we'll talk about it.
$1,000 for 1,000 fans.
1,000% winning percentage, bud. So yeah, big weekend.
I'll just
It was good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you up there. Haven't had playoffs here in a bit, and you sealed it on. Well, I guess it was Sunday, just with Saturday,
I mean,
really.
yeah.
And then it was kind of funny actually. He's driving home. Well, Joe, you and I spoke about, you had mentioned, hey, the NA's in the playoffs too. He goes, did you hear that? I'm like, no, I honestly hadn't, and
Yeah.
we were kind of baffled by it. So anyway, when I'm driving home, I get a message saying we clinched in the NA as well. I'm like, somebody posted the wrong thing,
That's what I thought too.
and
You got 12 games left, bro.
No, I know, but because I was watching.
that's
That's
something.
winning 1,000.
I was watching the game.
not
and
quite
Duke,
as good, but
and,
pretty good.
And Duke said something about, it's not clinched yet. There's one more game or something. And so I just thought they put the wrong
That's
one
what-
up.
that's
And then
100%.
Well,
I texted Mike, and that's when he said, yeah, we did clinch. And
So, into all our defenses, I'm the worst coach, bar none, in the country. I know who we're playing. I know what we need to do, and it's one at a time. And I can tell you whether we won or lost, and what goes on around you is irrelevant. It's what's going on, right, continuously in the moment, and prepare, right? So we've been up here, and I know you're a scoreboard checker, and I know you are, and so I knew where you guys were at the whole time. So Friday night, somebody texts me and says, hey, we think you guys clinched playoff spot. I'm like, oh, whatever, And then the next day, I got a bunch more. And then I got pissed off because I'm like, you don't know.
Exactly.
And I still never looked at the thing. And then finally, after Saturday night, I opened up the app, which the only app is, and it said X. And I was like, hey, right on. And then I called Heon. I was like, hey, do you know this? He's like, no.
No, and that's true. And when I drove, I saw it, and then I immediately text somebody saying, hey, I think we might have posted the wrong thing.
yeah.
Because, like you said, there's 12 games left, and you clinched, so congrats to you as well.
Oh, thank you.
So, first time in franchise history, the NA team making playoff bound, so that's hats off to the staff, the players. Good job, fellas.
Yeah.
And NA3, too, so it's Big year for the Rhino organization, in
And on
sense
the
of
same day.
postseason, and on the same day. You know, write that any better?
But it's
Doesn't matter.
no, but
I know where you're going with
it's a
this.
standard.
It is a standard.
And moving forward, it's as far as I'm concerned, it's never going back. Like, yeah, I can understand expansion, and
Yeah.
you know, for this team, I understand. You know,
Like, we've been in the game a long time, whether it was Western States, NA3 or NA. You know, the franchise has been here at whatever level, and I can count on probably 3 or 4 fingers that we've missed the playoffs. And you guys have been around long enough. Alec, you played here. Joe, you've been here now. This is your second, going into third next year. It's not a fun place to be as a coach or as a player when you're not winning, and you're walking around.
well, no, not when you work for a guy that's 1,000%.
Well, that's
That's
really unheard of, though.
tough
So it's
to
not
show
fair for the average folk. You know, it's not really
quite a
fair
bit
for
of
the. It's not really fair for the average folk. So we won't go there. But no, really though.
No,
you know, like
I
I'm sure you guys get it. I'm sure you guys get emails saying, "Hey, what's going on with the power play, Reg?" You know, that kind of stuff. Hey, why are we this? Why are we that? I get them. Herm gets them. I know you guys do. Players are probably taking heat too. You know, it's.
Well, I know personally in my life that I got traded my second year as a pro to a team that didn't make the playoffs. I was an assistant coach.
That sucks.
I was an assistant coach to a team that didn't make the playoffs. I was not the head. And then last year, so 3 times, I'm 48. So since I was 5 years old, I've missed the playoffs 3 times in my entire life.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yes. And
As a
so last year,
entire career.
as a player and a coach. And I have never felt like I did a year ago. And that's enough to, make sure it never happens again.
Yeah, man.
So I last year, to say that I struggled both personally and as a coach is an understatement.
Right.
But I know how great a job that Alec's done this year, and I've told him that. I'm telling you again. But it needs to just be
Standard.
yeah, this is what we do here.
Yeah, no,
because
it's-
you're not going to win every year. Winning is so difficult
hard.
that, it just is. It's so hard, and it's so special. That's why it's so special when you do it. But making playoffs should be
The norm.
the norm, and that's not easy either. But
No,
it should be the
especially
norm.
when you got 9 teams in the division, you play that many games, and it's so close from one day to the next.
It's tough.
You know, like you
tough.
said, year 1 when we were part of the North American League, we were the expansion team, and man, did it suck.
Yeah.
On so many levels. You know, not just wins and losses, but everything. You know, it's a learning curve for us. You know, you've been around the game for so long, you think you know the ins and outs, but you know, when you step up to a different level and it's a different criteria.
You know, it's funny. We in 2010-11 we were expansion of the United States Hockey League, and we won it. And I can remember back in '98, I played with some guys, as you did, that had probably played in the USHL and expansion during that time. And expansion has always been about, hey, you're going to earn your stripes.
Yeah.
Right? And we did a masterful and a wonderful job, as far as I'm concerned, 10-11, as a staff, as an organization. But the organization had been there.
Yeah.
So all the other things, the billeting, the schooling, everything was all in place. But they gave us an opportunity to succeed, right? And even now in the NHL, they give you an opportunity to succeed. So it's almost, I don't know, this might get cut out. They didn't do anything for us.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything for the El Paso Rounders. They're like, okay, you want a team? Oh, here you go. All right, here's kicking the ass too.
Yeah.
You know, and that I don't think it's supposed to be like that. You should be able to start where, is winning it too much? I think it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
But is being last and being the doormat for 2 or 3, 4 or 5 years, that can shape your organization forever.
100%.
You may never get out of it. And I think we as a league, I think there needs to be some more done. I don't think that
There's obviously on both DNA and NA3, there's a lot of similarities between what you're saying.
it's tough.
It is tough because you have different organizations that have standards here, then you have another organization that's here,
Yeah.
and then you have organizations that are not where they should be. And we're not going to get into names, but we deal with it. We know them. We experience it, and that's one thing that we've always tried to be is, yeah, it's you can always say we're going to treat people the way we get treated. And I say it all the time. And I end up giving in because I don't want to be that as an organization. And Joe, you're big on that too.
Yep.
Right. And I know you are too, Alec. And we can sit here all day long. No, we're not going to give them this, and this because we never got that. At the end of the day, we do. And I'll be the first to admit it because I do it. And I know you do it. And I know you do it because that's the right thing to do. It's not the coaches coming in or the players coming in. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that people don't know. Yeah. And it's sad to a degree. I certainly hope it's not intentional, but I think it's just the experience at a level, whether you're a player that has played it. When we started in North American League, I was a GM. I don't want to be a GM. Didn't want to do it. But we did it. And it's not that I don't know the game or don't know players or don't have contact. I just don't want to do it. It's just
on top of the other 30 things you
know, am I comfortable where I'm at? Yeah, absolutely. But we brought in, Mike McCurry. He's done a great job helping out with the NA3 as well. Sure. Steve Jennings, he came in at the beginning of last year. He was an eye opener for all of us that we learned so many different things that he brought in and saw differently. And then he moved on to bigger and better things. And Mike was kind of his protege. Yeah. And Mike is doing a great job.
Yep.
I've never met anybody that's cared for the game or cared for something so much like he does. He's so passionate.
Yeah. No, he's awesome.
He's a character, man. He's a character.
But I'm not.
I don't mean to go off on a tangent.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think that there's teams that get into a rut.
Yeah.
And they AKA Phoenix.
Yeah.
I mean, Phoenix was a relocated team, so they don't really have the excuse, but let's call a rut. And you can say where the problem exists. I don't know. That's not my problem, but it's there, and you don't want to be that. And I just think that helping, as a league, helping you, and getting there, and we never got that. So I know from our perspective that, and certainly mine, that it should be the norm. Is my point.
It should be, but everything feeds everything, right? Alec, you were part of it as a player.
Yeah.
When we just started out as, the organization, we had our youth program that just started out. You guys were dressing in the circus tent with the diesel heater, which was totally wrong.
It was awesome.
Joe, you and I just talked about this morning about youth program.
The diesel heater.
Oh, dude, it was unreal.
It would melt gloves.
Did you play every game high?
Probably.
No, but anybody got to go to the doctor today? No,
we're good.
But
the diesel fumes from the kerosene. Eh?
But everything feeds everything. We talked about it this morning, Joe, with our youth program. If the junior teams are doing good, the youth programs thrive.
Yeah.
On so many different levels. Not just wins or whatever, but participation.
For sure.
Parents are excited. They come to the game. Everybody's happy. Right? Winning takes care of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's makeup.
And we see it. Like last night with our youth programs, we have Sports Engine chat. Every team has a chat, right?
Yeah.
And I'm on them.
I bet that's fun.
Yeah, man.
Imagine there's notifications going on.
It's
God bless you.
But there's new parents coming into it and say, hey, like, because they're going to go to Odessa, and the parent just asked, he's like, they're giving us a pizza party and tickets. Like, what does that mean? They've never experienced, and it's not because they're being silly. They just don't understand. They've never been part of it, and so I explained, this is what. And she's like, man, that's awesome. We love the Rhino games. We come all the time, and this is the best thing. But it's contagious.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You playing here is awesome.
Yeah.
As a player, as a coach, the atmosphere is electric, and you have all these little dudes scraping the ice, and coming out and doing all sorts of different stuff. But that starts at the junior level, man.
Yeah.
If things are going good, it just trickles down, and everyone's happy, man.
Well, look at the number of players from LA now that play the game, or the Gretzky era that jumped onto it. I know I worked for a gentleman for a long time that his son was a 90 birth year. Gretzky got in 88.
Yeah.
It expanded the game, and then you see St. Louis, and what was it, 3 years ago that they had, or maybe a little longer than that, they had 3 first-round picks out of the non-traditional hockey markets, aka El Paso, that thrive when things are positive. For sure.
For sure.
Yeah, it's just, and it's wonderful. Like, NA3, it's expected to get playoffs every year for sure. Now, we expected maybe year 4, year 5 per se. To be Joe, we've talked about that being competitive, but being year 2 or towards the end, we were getting some momentum, and then year 3, here we are. You know,
And we got 12 left to keep getting better.
Yeah, absolutely. In the end, you got an uphill battle. There's no doubt. You got some teams that are coming in. You got Shreveport. You got OKC this weekend, which is going to be a good test as well because, you know, they're coming.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, we got OKC, then we got Lone Star, then we go to Amarillo, and we go to Amarillo. No, go to Lone Star, then Amarillo.
New Mexico.
Home to New Mexico at home, Colorado at home for 3.
Yeah.
And then we finish in Shreveport.
Yeah.
And I know New Mexico, who is chasing us, they don't play anybody but Corpus, Odessa, and Colorado.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, okay, those guys might be out of the playoff picture, but they're not
nothing
bad
like
teams.
playing spoiler.
They're not bad teams, man.
No. And those teams that are out of the playoffs, those 2 teams, you know, one of the best hockey games I was ever a part of, where I saw a team play so well, was the year I got traded to the team out of the playoffs. And we came to my hometown, the team we got traded from, and we played hockey and we won 10-2. And I've never, we didn't miss a pass the whole night. Yeah. And we were horrible. Like we had like 4 guys show up for practice. Like I got there and I was like, what am I doing here? Like this isn't who I am. But you know what? It ride out the paycheck.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
But that
Need
hockey
that
game, I'll
paycheck.
never forget it. Is that I've never seen a hockey team. It was like just poetry in motion, and it's because you're so relaxed. You couldn't care less.
No pressure.
Right? No pressure, and everything clicked. And those teams are tough, man. They're tough, and I mean,
Well, you felt it Friday night.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
Mid-City's got nothing to play for.
Nope.
And you guys got everything to play for, and it showed.
And it showed, and they came out, and we didn't, and we dropped one.
squeezing the graphite out of the sticks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
They
it's-
got a little talking to there after that game. In about 15 minutes to get on the bus.
Just a little one.
I had a text message ready to go for you, and
I was waiting for it.
I was waiting.
I was
and I was
waiting.
just like, no, he doesn't.
I was
It was
waiting.
nothing bad.
But whatever it was enough.
I got to be honest.
I'm sure it was.
I got to be honest. I was absolutely shocked at. I don't know if it was at 9 o'clock Saturday morning, or if it was at 3:30, 4 o'clock on Saturday, when somebody told me I never even checked.
Yeah.
And I always check, but I never check because
You just
I never
assume.
thought in a million years it would happen. And I was like, "What? What did you just say? No way!"
Yeah.
It was like, I swear to God, I said, "Jay, you're not lying to me."
was
I was like,
terrible.
Nope. And I was like, "Oh boy." I never thought for a second that would happen.
Well, we can move on because
No, it is.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
No,
yeah. No, we can-
I'll,
no, no,
I'll
no,
give
no.
them the benefit. I
Dude,
mean,
you played 2 more games. You're in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Move
you're
on.
in the
Who cares?
playoffs.
yeah, no, but
Hey, shit happens.
To be fair, they had nothing to lose. We had everything to lose, and we showed up. Hey, we're gonna win all 3 games.
Yeah, but
and
they had
we're gonna ride
64
out.
shots.
We had we had 64 shots.
what they have
To
20,
what?
20 some?
Nah, I don't even know if they had that many.
Because we were looking at
And what was the score?
shots.
4-3.
Sounds to me like you need a goalie.
Well, that you know what? That goalie is the #1 goals against and save percentage in the league right now.
Was that Elliot?
No,
So we had a kid named
our-
David
our
Blitzky.
No.
We had a kid named
but
David
it
Blitzky.
was Reagan or Ragon.
Yeah,
or
okay.
whatever.
That was played tier 2 hockey. Was our first round pick when I played in Kitchener, and he averaged 72 shots against the game.
Yeah.
And David, who's my roommate, never became the goalie he was supposed to be until he was like 19 or 20, because he didn't. All of a sudden, he went from 72 to 25.
Yeah.
Right? He was really good.
Oh, yeah.
When it was 72 shots, but he was.
Well,
he
I
had to
would
learn how to.
imagine-
Yeah.
You know, like he was a good goalie. Dave's a good guy.
And I was watching the New Mexico Austin game this weekend. They put over 100 shots on Saturday, and it was 7-2
like
maybe or
that-
something. It was like 100 shots, and it was
Like, how does that even happen?
That's
Like the NHL record 72, right?
that's incredible.
Boston,
I think they did
Quebec, Ron
96
Tugnutt
on
was in
Sunday. They had like 200 shots in 2 days.
Dude.
It was insane. It's nuts.
You talk about, and there's anyway. I won't even touch it.
Anyway.
But yeah, it's
I'm looking forward to.
some playoff hockey Thursday night.
Yeah, I'm ready. Can it be Thursday? Is it Thursday yet?
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah,
I'm ready to go. I'm just ready.
Yeah, it's it's like we've discussed. It's been a couple of years since we've had playoff hockey, so we're super excited. I know fans are chomping at the bit too, and it'll be good. So we'll get a taste of the NA3, and hopefully you guys can go far. And then once that wraps up, Joe, you're going to be kicking off too. So it'll be good.
Yeah, you guys are done. Like, you guys play in the championship our last weekend at home, right?
I think it's the third week of March is when
It's the weekend before the Great
Yeah.
Series.
which
Oh,
would
it's
be
weekend before.
because they go like it's every weekend. There's no break. I think I see a pink slip under there. No, it can't be. We made playoffs.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting with that text message.
all I said was uphill battle.
Oh, you were fine, God.
That's all I said.
I'm going to tell you right
kidding.
now, we're going to lose to Colorado. I mean, I hope we don't. We're going to.
No, you're not.
We're going to prepare but
It's bound, like you said, like the math. It's bound to happen.
the math. That's what I mean. I don't mean we're going to. I just mean the math. Like, it's like the Super Bowl there. I'll never forget when I learned that.
Come on. We got to do this again.
Look at our
No,
look at our producer.
hold on.
Look at
Time
the
out.
producer buff
Hey,
up over there.
yeah,
Oh,
no,
Pacheco,
in fact, I'm
Pacheco.
going back to Eli Manning.
Okay, he's a clown too.
Oh my God, yes. But that year, New York had lost twice.
How do you be that brother? You know what I mean? Like you got Peyton as your brother and you're Eli. Just saying. Anyway, go on.
And I hear you. But then New York wins.
Right.
You know, like, and then it happened again. Where, I mean, football, I think it's a little bit more predominantly that, one in 3 games, it's hard to win all 3. But I think it's the same in hockey. Like, am I surprised you lost? I was shocked, but it's okay.
Yeah.
You got the next 2.
I just wanted to get all the losing out of the way. That was my thought process in the game, and just say, you know what, we'll just drop this one. That'll be the last one for the year, and we'll just roll. That was
good.
my thought process.
Hey, it worked.
I'm excited.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be really, really good. Super, super, super excited. We're having a big sale online for merch, so those that are listening, jump online. Big sale going on.
Maybe
25% off. It's a good number.
Go tonight and come to the game, Joe.
Yeah, maybe.
Support your local Rhinos. Come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
They'd be there to support you.
Yeah, Joe. I know your daughter's in town. You don't get to spend a lot of time with her. But
And
I'm sure she would absolutely love to come to another hockey game.
She's only
You know
been
what I
to
mean?
about 16,000 in her life already.
I got to come to another game.
gotta come to
and then
another
it'll be,
game.
and I got to.
That's the first thing my wife said when I told her. It's like, hey, Sherm's teams, they play Thursday. And she goes, oh, more hockey. Reagan will love it.
I don't think Reagan. I don't think you would mind it so much, but you got to, possibly sit with your dad. That's probably the
We'd
part.
sit up here in the warm.
That
Wouldn't
would
be
probably
cold.
be the part that you wouldn't like.
That's the deal breaker.
Yeah.
Ryland's the one it doesn't take very much for her to get hockeyed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. If there was
Well, just-
one of the
just
two of them.
Take her shopping. You know what I
Well,
mean?
we went last time. We got
I heard
sunglasses.
that
we were
went
going
well.
today, but right now, I don't know. Those guys just bolted out here. I don't know if they got that tire off.
We came to the conclusion that
I
it
was
was her
thinking
fault,
they didn't,
right?
and they all left. So,
No, I don't think they would have done that to you.
well, Jay was leaving at 12:30.
Hey, ask Jay what the definition of tight is.
I will do that.
So we can't have a podcast without chirping Jay. Jay's doctor.
Vic-
Oh, I got something for Jay too. So
So,
The costume and
there's,
nickel too.
you know the big roll up doors and concessions, right?
Yes.
Well, that door is probably about 20, or that, whatever you want to call it, is about 20 grand. And to fix it is probably just as much. Long story short, it got damaged on Saturday. And we thought that the motor was possibly gone, blah, 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 blah. So, Jay, can you go check to see if the chain's tight and all that? Chain's really tight. So we call our door guy. He comes over today. First thing he says, the chain's off. It's super loose. So he's going to kill me for saying that. But so Herm was chirping him today in front of me. And so I, of course,
Okay,
I thought
so
I'd jump in.
we just went out there to change my tire, and
Jay's awesome.
Jay was helpful, but so he's coming up the back stairs, and I yell at him because I called him last night. I said, Jay, let's just make this simple. Do you got a jack at home? He's like, yeah. I said, all right, let's bring a jack. We jack the middle of the car. We don't have to use a jack. Boom, 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 right? Easy peasy. So he's walking upstairs to get keys, so we open up the back of Herm's truck to get some tools. And I yelled at him, hey, grab Shay's keys so we're not going to put the jack into the side of the Mercedes Benz, right? So I'm standing there for about, I don't know, 5 minutes, maybe 10. And I'm like, where's Jay? So I come up the stairs, and just as I get at the top, he walks out. I looked at him, I said, did you get Shay's keys? And he goes, oh, no. And so,
My man.
Yeah, I love him.
You want to hear what happened to me with Jay this weekend?
Yeah, man.
So Friday, guys are getting dressed and going through the stuff and getting their jerseys and their socks, and we're a pair of socks short.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Pair of socks short. Jay said, yep, you're good. I put extra socks in there. There was not extra socks in there. There wasn't enough. So luckily somebody had a pair of Valentine's Day socks that Mackenzie wore and had black tape all over the pink stripe. So we had one guy out there with all black
Your
socks.
goalies wear socks?
No. There was literally no extra.
I had a player.
We were one short and no extra.
So this is going back
So thanks, Jay.
3 years ago. I had a player who was 20 years old, and our trainer did the same thing. We were just 21. We had 18 pairs, and I said to the kid, "You can wear practice socks, or not play." Yeah. And he didn't play, and it was entirely his decision, and I didn't blame him one bit. Quite honestly,
Yeah.
It happens.
it does, but you don't want to look like a moron out there. And
I mean, the black tape on
so
the
are
pink
you
stripe
finding Jay? You should do something.
it's coming tomorrow, and yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, you need to give him something.
and
He fell on the ice the other day too.
you should just
what I
tell him he
heard.
can't carry any glue in his
And
pocket.
then I only had,
Jay, no glue for you.
and then we only had 2 rolls of white tape for the whole weekend too. So he stiffed me on the white tape.
Come
and
on.
the
Oh, my
socks,
God.
So. I was nice to him today, but tomorrow might be a different story.
So we usually just talk about Jay and have a good time, and right now we're like literally letting people into Jay's world. And let's just say this: it's not as bad as we're coming across. It doesn't sound very good.
Jay is the.
Jay's the best. He's the best.
Yeah, I've said it
I
before.
can't
I'll say
believe
it
he
again.
only gave you 2 rolls of white tape. Did he make up for it in black? Like, did he give you 14
Like, did you
rolls
get
of
4?
black?
I think I got 4, which I normally get 4 black, and no one uses black. But
Well, maybe the white was with the pair of socks that he left on the table.
yeah, maybe that probably.
Or maybe
Probably.
the tape was in the song.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Skiz.
Usually.
So big weekend for both teams. Should be a lot of fun. A lot of good hockey here at Rhino Country. So
Yeah, it's an exciting time for sure.
but we talked about when we had Jacob down last week.
What a wonderful human being.
Man, awesome.
yeah, that was awesome.
Awesome.
I literally got off that, and
got a
I said
jersey
to my
going, too.
kids, I said to my kids, because they all called and asked, hey, how was that? And I was, it was cool. And I said, I literally feel like if I said to Heel, give me that guy's phone number, that I could literally call him and be like,
Yeah.
hey, dude, thank you very much. And literally, you might have a lifelong friend.
So it's kind of funny.
Like, he's a wonderful guy.
A buddy of mine called me on Monday night he lives in Airdrie, which
Yeah,
the
that's
Jacobs-
where,
He's like, how did you get that guy on? So I kind of went through everything. And then he goes, he lives like a block away from me. I was like, shut up. So he obviously knows him and knows his, what he does and stuff. It's kind of funny.
You should tell him, go knock on the door.
said, "What's
That's how welcoming
He
I
is.
believe that guy would be. I think it's awesome.
So where I'm going with this, Biz Nasty. We chirped you a couple years ago when we had craft hockey and we were making ice and you kind of didn't say anything. But this is for you, bud. If you're listening, we support you. So give us a shout out. We'd love to have you on, man. You're too big for us, big dog. Come on. Jacob said we could chirp him. That's my green light right there. That's all I need. And I'm just chirping in fun, Biz. I know you're a big dog, but
There was something on Spit and Chicklets, and I don't follow religiously by any means, where, like, what's the other gentleman's name on it?
Ryan Whitney.
Yeah, that
I
he
think
swore
he's
off
funnier.
Edmonton. He swore off Edmonton, right? And then he was discussing something in the last week about, maybe it was Pittsburgh. I'm not too sure, so I don't. But there he was talking about how bad. What's the one guy's name that works at Barstool that is like he's the New Jersey Devils fan.
I don't know.
No, David works for David Portney, but anyways, he's a horrible fan. So, anyways, he was going off on this super fan that it wouldn't be good to be sitting around him, and which I know the direction they were going with their conversation, but I sort of felt like, what's the difference? You got off your guy, you want to rant and raving on the radio, you just ranting and raving next to people that don't want to hear him,
Right?
but whichever.
It'd be good to have, obviously Biz, he's pretty big time though. You know what I mean? We're just,
Well, he's
we would
originally
be
from St.
pigeons,
Catharines.
as you would say.
He's St.
We
Catharines.
would be
boy?
pigeons.
Yeah,
as you
pigeons.
would say. So
I don't know where he's from, but I think he's
Oh, he's an
absolutely-
Ontario
I
boy.
think
I
he's-
know.
Ontario,
Welland?
for sure.
Welland, St. Catharines?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. He's right around
somewhere
Niagara
right there,
Falls,
yeah.
between Niagara Falls and Hamilton.
But what I like about Biz is he don't care. There's some controversial stuff, but I just think he's just human, man. I think he just goes with it and has fun with it. And what they've done and what they're doing is, I don't think they thought that it would be this big.
I mean, to have
No.
vodka and beer after the podcast and all that.
I just
the
think
golf,
it's.
I mean,
It's,
everything.
it's certainly
They're-
entertaining, and they're
Well,
very
they're doing it.
knowledgeable.
If
what
our
they're doing.
bosses were,
Wow.
Well, yeah.
we could be having a vodka right now too.
I don't drink.
But I don't either.
Yeah, I mean,
Biz, and I heard this the other day. Biz came along and did a lot of things that were not well received by the hockey world, meaning social media wise.
Yeah.
And when he was in Phoenix, and he got away with it. And I heard a story, and maybe he can get on and clarify that the owner liked it.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether it was his teammate. I don't know. I really don't know. This is all secondhand stuff, but that a lot of people didn't, and I'm one that didn't. Like the things that were being said were he was breaking those unofficial rules of things that needed to stay quiet on a team, but somebody liked it, and I really give him props for what he's turned it into, and I'm proud of the guy. I don't know him, but I enjoy being. I think he could have a beer with or about 400.
I wouldn't mind playing a round of golf with him.
Yeah.
I think that would be
I would take down. Dude. I could find a partner that would take them down.
I'm
Wouldn't
about,
be me,
I'm
that's for
business
sure.
caliber.
Oh no, I'm. Well, I don't know what's the guy's name. Whitney. What's he? A
Ryan
2 or
Whitney.
3?
Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah.
good.
yeah, he's pretty good.
I'm a 6, so he's got to give me 3 shots. Let's go.
Well, they sandbag. We could sandbag.
Absolutely.
But anyway, Biz, if you're listening, come on, bud.
A little shout out.
Little shout out. Wouldn't hurt. But anyway, guys, we'll kind of wrap this up. It's
I gotta go change my tires.
change your tires and get your daughter some
Some lunch.
lunch.
Oh no, we were on the ice and we came off and she had ordered Chick-fil-A for $44.44. $44 worth of delivery and 44 cents worth of food. So and she probably just went into my wallet,
Oh yeah.
would be my guess, and just used
Well,
you know.
in defense, she didn't have a car to go get it.
you know,
Calling what it is.
You know what? It's a good point, man.
You know,
You're getting wittier by the week here. Just
man,
just by the
just-
way, just so you know.
it's my glasses.
You know,
You know, I hate these.
He's on it
I
today,
hate
eh?
these glasses like you wouldn't believe.
yeah.
Yeah, they're not straight again.
Whatever.
Look good.
Solid. So
That's awesome.
Look like Jay, but with glasses. Anyway, guys, good luck this week.
Boros glue.
Good luck this weekend, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun in Rhino Land here. So
Wonderful.
For sure.
Good luck, brother.
Thank you.
good luck to both of you. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming on,
Appreciate
fellas. We'll talk to you. We're back with Rhino sensation Bryan Wood. How are you, bud?
Doing good. How are you?
Ready for the weekend?
Yes, sir. Super ready. Super excited. Super excited.
It's good to have playoff hockey back in Rhino country, eh?
Oh, absolutely. I cannot wait for the fans here on Thursday.
Should be a good one. Louisiana Drillers. I know it was some excitement we had when we were up there. So it should be tenfold back here. You know what I mean? It should be a good series and a lot of fun.
No, absolutely. No, I'm looking forward to it.
Guys, pretty excited?
Oh, yeah. The locker room's super excited.
I heard
Yeah, no, I feel like it's going to be definitely a barn burner here. I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I think we had our first good Tuesday practice of the year today. So, I think we're setting the tone for the weekend.
That's good. Yeah, you were telling me that it was the first.
Maybe the second.
Maybe
but
the second.
Definitely
One of our
definitely
few
top
good
5.
Tuesday. Yeah.
So yeah, it should be good. I know there's a lot of hype coming around now. Obviously, that you guys made the playoffs and the NA clinched the same day, which is awesome. But to have playoff hockey back here, starting with you guys, I think it's going to be. I think Thursday is going to be really, really good.
Oh yeah,
fan wise, just the interest that's coming around the rink with our youth, with our adults, even and within the community. I know you guys are going out and about, and I'm sure you guys are getting that too.
right. No, we are. Yeah, we're still doing stuff in the community, but I definitely feel like it's definitely hyped around here, especially with us clinching.
So, we're talking before, coming down the wire, standings were super, super close. And for the top 5, well, really the top 4 team, second, third, fourth, fifth place team.
Math is hard.
Yeah. Playing with, for the 4th positions was crazy.
Yeah, no.
And for it to come down to the second last game of the season, that's unheard of.
Yeah.
That's what you want as a league, right? Like you as a league, obviously as an organization, I don't know if you really want that, but as a league, that's what you want.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
it
then
creates a lot of competition.
Going into the weekend, you guys needed 4 points, and then got a little bit of help from the Brahmas with them losing. And unfortunately, you guys lost on Friday. We went over that a little bit, and then you guys came back.
I took it for you guys. I fell on the sword, so thanks for that.
I appreciate it.
Then coming back on Saturday and Sunday, and then obviously making a statement there, and it was really, really good. I know there's a lot of we announced it here during the NA game, and the place erupted, and it was really, really cool. So to see playoff hockey again is awesome. So congrats on that.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that.
This is your second year,
Yes, sir.
Age out year.
which is sad in itself. You've been such a big part of this organization. You've been such a big part of the team. You're a leader on the team.
Captain.
Yep, both on and off the ice. Like you're a yes man. Whatever's needed, you're always willing and able, and you just do it with such, pride. And we're gonna miss you at the end of the year for sure. But it's just another chapter, right? You're gonna move on to bigger and better things.
Yes, sir.
Anything on the horizon for you?
I'm hoping to play NCAA D3.
Yeah.
That's kind of been my dream to play NCAA. Kind of just emailing and applying right now. Yeah.
Well, it'll come. It's a process, and a lot for the Division III doesn't really kind of take shape until the season's over. It's just kind of the trend of it.
Yeah.
So, I know Coach has talked to you a little bit about it, and there's obviously some interest in that. Obviously, you don't want to really get into that right now publicly per se until it's, but it's going to be a good thing for you. And wherever you land, it's going to be great for that school.
Yeah.
You're such a character, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
We have a lot of military that come to the game, and there's one fan, you know who I'm talking about. They're always in the bar, and he wears wood jersey every single game, and I was talking to them on Saturday, and they're obviously excited that there's playoffs, but they're sad as well because Mr. Wood's not going to be around no more.
Yeah, no, we've had such a close connection, especially with those fans. Like we play Fortnite and stuff like that. After practice and stuff, and I'm gonna be sad too.
Sure.
I miss this place a lot. I'm definitely gonna miss it. The fans, coaching, everyone here. I love everyone here.
Yeah, and you've again, I know Coach speaks a lot about you, and puts you such, on a high pedestal, and you're the epitome of a Rhino, what a Rhino should be. And he played here in year 1, year 2, and he knows what it is to be a Rhino. I know you certainly know what it is to be a Rhino.
Yes, sir.
What is your favorite part of being a Rhino?
Favorite part? I mean, everything, but probably just coming in on a Friday or Saturday night and warming up and then going out through that Rhino and then seeing everyone who came out to support you after, you went to the school and you did stuff in the community, and seeing it come back. It's a really big thing for me.
Yeah, you know, like a lot of little dudes out there, especially in our youth program, that come every single night and watch you guys play, and they skate, win or lose. Or, you know, you guys are out there skating. These kids just adore you guys. And is that something that you're gonna miss?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, we do use skates once or twice a week, and it's so cool to like coach them, and then they're coming up to you after games like, hey, can you sign this stick, or do you have a broken stick, or stuff like that. It's so cool to see.
That's awesome.
Yeah, maybe in 17 years from now, you can come back and coach.
Right?
I'm just throwing it out there.
I'll take your spot.
There you go. Yeah, I'll be long gone by then. I'll be canned, I'm sure. Keep dropping games to mid cities and
Makes me out to be the big bad wolf. You know what I mean? I'm actually a nice guy. You know,
I don't know.
Always been a nice guy.
I've always been.
I think
a
the
nice guy.
jury's still out on that one, Heo.
What's that?
I said I think the jury's still out on that one.
That's not true, man. I'm a nice guy. I'll listen to the producer over there. Ask my kid; she'll tell you I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, my kids think I'm a nice guy too.
Yeah,
but
that's all
I
that
mean,
matters, man. Your kid thinks, you know. I was talking to your parents, Woody.
Yeah.
I guess it was probably the last homestand, the last one. What a nice family, man. And you know, they brought me and you
Yeah.
a nice, I'm not going to say what it was, but a nice bottle.
Yeah.
And it's sitting on my counter, and I tell my wife, I'm like, because I don't drink.
Yeah.
And probably going to. Because every time I walk by, my mouth waters, and I need to crack that open. Just have a little taste.
Yeah.
That's all. Have you tasted it?
I have, yeah. No, it's really good. Austin's kind of known for its
Yeah.
brewing. So, no, you definitely should give it a try.
And like the pecan. That's my
Yeah.
wife's favorite. And it
Well,
was
don't
just.
let her. Yeah, she's gonna drink all of
No, she won't. She won't.
it. Okay.
She's tiny, and
Yeah,
she'd
that's a good
probably
point.
kill herself by drinking all that stuff. But anyway, it looks good. Your family's such, you know, they just nice people as well, and they, you know, your dad's been around traveling, and we've seen him in Minnesota, we've seen him everywhere, and you know, just talk with him and you know, get his take on what it's been for his view of you being here. It's been awesome. You know, it's just such a supportive family, and you know, we're gonna miss them too, because it's always a pleasure to sit and talk with them and just enjoy the game and enjoy watching you play.
No, I definitely wouldn't be here without my parents. It's always nice to have like that support system. They always said, wherever you need to go, just give it your best, and you'll have our support. So,
And your you know, well, kind of your attitude, Bryan, like over the last 2 years, you know, going up to the NA and coming to the NA3, going back up to the NA. Hey, we need you here. Like you're just your attitude towards everything is absolutely amazing.
I mean, the guy went on a road trip with literally nothing because Joe said, "Hey, I need a defenseman," and he said, "I'll go." And he didn't have any clothes, he didn't have a bag, he didn't have anything, and he went, and he did it. And I mean, that takes a lot.
That does, you know, and you know, we're in Minnesota. Was it Minnesota, or Detroit,
Minnesota.
for main camp last year?
Oh, Detroit.
Detroit, right? You were up there. You know, you did well, and you come back here, and you're just everything that you stand for is what a hockey player should do. With your attitude, your work ethic, your everything that you bring to the table. You know, you ought to be proud of yourself and what you've done and what you're going to continue to do. And it's been a pleasure to have you here for the last 2 years, because you know you've done a lot of good things in this community, for our organization, for your teammates. You're a super leader, man.
thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. But before the end of the year, you got a couple games left. Hopefully, you got 2, 4, and whatever after
I
that.
think it's eight all day.
8 all day.
Yeah.
So you got 8 more games, man. Make it count,
Absolutely.
and don't leave anything on the table, because if you do, you're going to regret it, which I know you won't. And just make sure your teammates know that too, that they're not only playing for the crest or the community, but for the 20-year-olds aging out, because that is a big thing, and you make sure that you hold everybody accountable. And so they're giving it all, man, because at the end of the day, there's always beer league, man.
Right.
You know,
No, all
enjoy
roads
it.
lead to beer league, right?
Exactly. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it while you can. And, you know, Coach, good job with with leading him, and I know you've learned a lot from him as well.
Absolutely.
As we all.
It's it's nice to have somebody to lean on in the locker room, and kind of see what previous scenarios have, how they played out, and what didn't work there, and how we can fix those things to make the organization better, the program better. And I've been able to lean on him and pick his brain on what worked, what didn't, how we can add that to our game, and kind of continue growing that way. And
Right.
that's been huge, especially without an assistant coach. To have somebody that I can bounce ideas off. So I definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, Ryan, we wish you the best of luck. Good luck this weekend and into next, and we'll be rooting on the Rhinos this weekend, man. So good luck, bud.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming on.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, Mr. Gutierrez, welcome to the show, bud.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We had Woody on. And we thought we'd bring you on, kind of a little different take, younger guy and first year Rhino. How's it been for you?
It's been great. I love it.
Yeah?
Everything about it. Yeah. Love it here.
Where are you from? I know where you're from, but to tell me
I was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I'm sorry.
Boo.
Yeah. And then family moved to Denver when I was about 10.
Yeah. Whereabouts in Denver?
Colorado, Arvada, so just right outside Denver.
And that's where you're now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's home in the summertime when obviously that'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love Colorado.
Yep.
So you're first year Rhino. What do you like the most about playing here?
Got to be playing in front of the people. I love coming out here and playing in front of the fans, Either
Just
scoring a big
all
goal.
over.
Just gootsing all over,
Just
yeah.
gootsing all over. For anybody that hasn't, obviously there's probably 95% of the fans that aren't here before the game. Watching this young man come into a game, it's kind of a treat because your wardrobe is second to none. And the first time I saw him, I'm like, who's this guy?
Yeah, the red suit with
With the bright white belt and the white shoes. I think he had white shoes on.
Yeah.
And I
some
probably
white shoes.
chirped you.
I think you did, yeah.
I usually chirp everybody. It's kind of my motto.
Yeah. And he's got his tennis shoes on with his dress pants today. So he's got good style, and then he does.
I think
I don't
those
really
are-
know what. I don't really know.
Are
what to
those
do.
gray socks?
No, they're white.
They're
They're white socks.
Do you mold,
I don't know if they're white, but we'll call it white.
No, they're white.
They're white with the New Balances. You look all
With
right.
the New Balances, yeah.
Yeah,
This is a little
are you
dirty.
45 or what? Like,
Yeah, I got to cut the grass after this.
I
So.
figured.
I was gonna say because I think you left your pants in the dryer a little too long.
Yeah.
I'm not.
There is it flooding out? Is it raining? I don't know what's going on. I thought
No,
this
that's
was
in
a desert.
California with the snow.
Oh, that makes
You
sense.
said you're Colorado, not
Yeah.
from California. Anyway, we'll stop chirping. Well, no, we won't. But so obviously the fans play a big part of it. It's fun, and it's got to be. Where did you play last year?
I played for the Rocky Mountain Rough Riders last year.
A little different.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously playing amateur and then first year junior. What was the toughest, biggest step jumping up to this? What was the hardest thing for you? Learning curve.
A learning curve, probably just like a little bit of a different style of game. Like last year, it wasn't like as physical or, just a different style, whole different game.
Right.
Took me a couple games to get used to it.
Yeah, a couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a little faster. Obviously, guys are bigger,
Yeah.
stronger. You're playing with older guys. But it's been fun for you, for sure.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you've had a great season so far, and you guys wrapped up second place and clinched home ice advantage in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
That starts on Thursday.
Yep.
Excited?
Yeah, I'm hyped. I can't wait.
I heard you had a good practice on Tuesday for the first
We
time.
did. It was probably
first
one of
time.
the first
Second time.
good practices on Tuesday we've ever had. So that's
Yeah.
a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's a little view of what's going to happen on Thursday night, and then Friday, 7:00 Thursday. Everybody that's listening, it's free. Come on down. 7:00 Thursday, 12:00 Friday, and then hopefully there's no game 3.
No.
Unless we're losing one, then we certainly want a game 3. But that's going to be on Saturday at 2:30.
Yep.
So it's
Free.
Everything's free.
Free.
Free. So
Free.
make sure you're sharing that with everybody.
Come on out.
All your Instagram followers, tell them it's free.
Yeah.
What are you saying with you, buddy? Make sure you get on there and say it's free for everybody.
Free.
But it'll be good. Are your mom and dad coming down?
I believe my dad will. Not Thursday though. He's not gonna be able to make it. He's got to work. So Friday though.
I had a good laugh with him. I guess it was the last homestand. He walked by me. He's like, "Nice haircut. We could be brothers or something." It was funny because he's bald.
Yeah, he's
it was
bald.
pretty. It was pretty funny. I laughed. It was good to see that he's chirping. So hats off to him on that one. But so your first year plans for next year going to come back?
Yes, absolutely.
We've talked about that. Unless you got bigger and better things, which obviously is hopefully the case for you. But we'd love to have you back, and I know we've talked about that, and I know Coach is pretty excited about that.
For sure.
Plans for the summer. What's your regimen in the summer?
Summer, work, and train. That's pretty much it. I don't really do much.
I could see you being a Sonic guy.
No, I go to Sonic, but not to work.
I could see you serving soft ice cream at Sonic.
No,
Roller skating around.
Roller skating around.
No, I'd probably trip and fall a couple times.
What do you do? What kind of work do you do in the summer?
Me and my friend did a lot of just yard work and like basic construction stuff last summer. You know,
It's never ending.
yeah.
That's a good. You know what? Like when I was growing up, that's what all hockey guys did. They joined a landscaping company, which was normally a guy that used to play that started a company.
Yeah.
So it'd be like 10 of us dudes, all hockey junior guys.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it is still, I'm sure.
Yeah, we would just go work. After that, go to the rink, skate for an hour, and then do it all over again the next day.
Yeah,
That's all we did.
That's a lot of fun. It's a good time. So, what do you expect this weekend, as far as what can the fans expect from you guys this weekend? Obviously, 2 points or a win, I should say.
Probably a pretty physical game,
Yeah.
considering what happened last time we played Louisiana.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think we'll be just fine. We're gonna win.
That's what Obviously, you can't get emotions too involved, especially in playing hockey, because anything can happen. Obviously, Louisiana's a good team. They made the playoffs, and they were managed to get in there because it was so tight. But they do a good job.
Yeah.
They're
a pretty good team. Yeah.
And it should be a lot of fun for everybody. And having playoff hockey back in Rhino land and the Rhino country is going to be awesome. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you should come see it because it is something else.
And again, it's free.
Free.
It's free for everybody. What could the fans expect from you?
Hopefully a couple goals.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. Gootzen, yeah.
Gootzen out there.
I'll be Gootzen.
So,
yeah.
Obviously you had said the best part about playing here is the fans. We, as far as recruiting, that's one of the biggest sales that we do is our fans play a huge part of it. And, I don't think there's any other place quite like it. Just the environment, the atmosphere, the engagement you have with the fans. Would you agree?
100%. I was just talking to Sherman in the locker room about that, about recruitment, and I was like, if they just came and saw a home game, that's all they would need. It would be sold instantly.
Yeah.
They'd come.
And that's a lot. Like we talked about it early on the podcast about, we talked with Woody a little bit about what it means to be a Rhino. And we've talked that when both, like now that the NA made playoffs, you guys have made playoffs.
Yeah.
Just the buzz around the rink with our youth programs, they're all dull into it. They went to Dallas a couple weekends ago. Our 10s came in second, our 12s won, and it's just the whole, when everybody does well, especially the junior guys, when you guys do well, it just trickles down.
Yeah.
And everybody is just, man, it's hockey, 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 hockey. And, just the buzz around here. And it's contagious, man. But the time that you guys put in with obviously your team, but what you do for the community with coaching in the youth programs, going to schools to talk to the kids, going to different things that you guys always do. Win or lose after the games, you guys are always out there with a smile, skating with these little dudes and with the fans. And I've heard so many good things over the years about that. And, it's hard at times. I'm sure it is.
Yeah. But it's fun. I love going to the schools, playing basketball or whatever we're doing with them, handing out tickets. They love it. I just signed a kid's shoe the other week. Yeah.
Right
I was like, "Are you sure?" And he said, "Yeah." I was like, okay.
That's awesome. I'm sure there's some dandies out there for sure over the past, 15, 16 years. But, this organization wouldn't be anything without the fans. That is for sure.
Yeah.
And the youth part of it, the youth program is a huge part of it, and that's tribute to you guys that come in and play and have the characters that you guys are and the attitudes that you carry.
Appreciate it.
So we appreciate all that you guys do. I wish you the best of luck this weekend. Starting Thursday, I know Alec. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. We're ready.
Yeah,
A little more preparation.
A little more
tomorrow,
preparation, and playoff hockey, man. Anything can happen.
Yep.
So, anything you want to tell the fans before we cut this off, man?
Thursday, 7:00.
Thursday,
That's
7:00. What are you predicting?
Predicting a win.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Staple
nothing
that right
else.
there,
Yep.
buddy. Well, again, Goose, thanks for coming on. I appreciate your time, man. I know it's short notice, but you look fantastic.
Thank you.
Maybe next time.
Always.
Maybe next time you'll comb your hair.
It's just how it is.
At least he has
Just
hair.
how it is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, at least yeah. Maybe we're just jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it
Anyway,
is.
good luck this weekend, bud. Appreciate you coming
Thank
on.
you.
Man. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you for watching this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please remember to like and follow. And remember, take care, comb your hair, and keep the stick on the ice.